Hello, people. Welcome to another broadcast. My reason for doing a video over here is that I haven't did a video over here in 8 months. It's been 8 months, and I didn't realize it been that long. And I guess that's what I get for creating all these accounts. But it doesn't make any sense to have them if you're not using the accounts. I decided I pick. Wait a minute. Let me bring it around. Yeah, yeah. Certain things that I don't want it to capture. But I just left Walmart, and you know how yeah, I was playing with a couple of people. I be playing with them with my cam card, like how many of y'all want to be on YouTube, and then you get the response like, "Who no, not me." You know what I mean? And I used to be that way. I used to be like that. To where you couldn't get me in front of a camera. I never would like being on YouTube. I never, excuse me a minute. I never would have thought in decades that 40 decades or decades period that I'd be on YouTube. I always wanted a portable camera to be able to do what I wanted to do with it. You know, you know what I mean? Not to be on the line or on the internet doing videos. But now that I done gotten used to it now, I realize I love it. I like it. My eyes ain't big enough to see it. I'd be very, very glad to uh, do videos, create a legacy. Even if I don't have anything in particular, special or personal that I want to talk about, I just still like to just keep going on and on and on. I just like to keep it going and keep it moving. You know what I mean? And just be creative, and just be yourself, and just don't uh try to fit in with the crowds, with just be simple and be yourself, and that is what makes life easy for you. But when you live your life based upon somebody else's actions or whatever, then you will be defeated in this world. But you can't live your life like that. You just live your life, do what you like me. I do what I like doing. I love doing this. I don't see there's nothing else better to do than doing this here, because let me tell you something. Negative stuff, I don't have time to even put energy into stuff like that. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy. But if I do have a problem or something, I would like to address it, a problem, without being too personal or whatever. I like to do that. I always like to be in a position to where you can keep an open dialogue, not being separated further and further. You know what I mean? And a lot of people do not. Some people just don't know how to handle life. You know what I mean? Some people don't know how to. Okay, we are supposed to know how to deal with life. We are supposed to know how to deal with any situation. You know what I mean? And obviously, I guess we're living in a society where, you know, things like that doesn't exist. You know, um, when let's say I want to bring up a subject. If you're playing with someone, or even if you're serious, but you're still playing at the same time, some people will take you. Um, they will take it. Some people, regardless of whether you sincere or whether you are playing with the person, or whether you just wanting to just you're a very hilarious, you're a funny person, and you like just making people laugh or whatever. But everybody is not going to take certain things as a joke. And you may be asking, you bringing this up, where is this coming from? I guess I can say, well, I'm speaking from a general point of view, but uh, there have been some isolated situations to where sometimes, when especially if a person don't really know you and they don't understand what you're trying to do. you know, when I approach people on a day-to-day basis, and I got my camera on and I'm doing my videos, and because see, I do videos in public too. And when I see them, you know, people know when you're videoing, because some people they for some reason they can recognize that real quick. And if they don't want to be in a video, you can catch a body language pretty much. Some people start getting out of the way, or some people are probably stare, and if you're looking hard enough and you say something, they'll just say, "Oh, is you taping me? You ain't taping me, is you?" Or something like that. I mean, I'd be like, you know, stuff like that. Or no, or maybe you in some isolated situations, you can be to where I can walk up and you can ask, say, "Hey, I'm gonna put y'all on YouTube, whatever." You know, just playing. Now, everybody, I guess they ain't gonna take it as like that. There's some people probably just perceive it as, you know, because everybody perceive things differently. You know, some people will, you know, you know, make a large proportion out of it. You know what that means. And you know, but I guess there is a way that what I'm saying, this video is all about knowing how to deal with situations, knowing how to respond to different things. That if you sense a person don't like something or whatever, there's always a way to respond to that person. There's always a way to let the person, you know, the most important thing about everyday life, doing videos, just doing videos, is when you can have that open dialogue. Once you open up the flow, and once that person is willing to accept the fact of the open dialogue, then it would be different. Because, but I realized that everybody's not the same, and you got to approach everybody from a different. Not You can't approach everybody from the same level. Like some people, I feel that I can walk up to and I can straight out just hold a conversation like that. But everybody, you got to meet them from a different ground. You can't. Like I tell myself that too. Is that I can't walk. I realized that I can't walk up to everybody, you know, and just start just holding a conversation. Um, Everybody is different strokes for different folks. Everybody's different. So when you just like doing biblical days, you know, I'm not a big fan of Christianity, but when those prophets and priests and they went out and into the lands, and God sent them in different parts of the land, like in Palestinian, in the Israel, you know, to when He sent the Israelites, the people that He chosen to be His people, He would raise up prophets like Samuel and all of those. When He would go out to these people, God would teach them and have an open dialogue to them and teach them how they should approach people from common ground. If you look in the New Testament, the Apostle Paul could speak all kinds of different languages. In the Bible clearly points that out. You know, he spoke all kinds of different languages. He spoke Greek, he spoke Hebrew, and he spoke Latin, and he spoke all the other different languages of the world. So, with that being said, he met people on their own ground. He met them, and there's a script in the Bible. I haven't read the Bible in a while, but it said that uh, I couldn't come unto you as spiritual, but I had to speak unto you carnal. So it's like not saying that you're trying to compromise the spiritual beliefs or whatever, or the other righteous beliefs or whatever. But what you're doing is that you are giving them. There's a text in the New Testament. The Apostle Paul said that I had to come to you with I had to I had to come unto you as babes, you know what I mean? And I couldn't give you meat, but I had to give you milk. You know, I haven't read the Bible in a while, but I do know it said something like that. But I'm not a big fan of Christianity, but I believe in God. I believe in the higher power. It's just that I question it. I don't speak on it from a point of view like the Bible says this. The Bible, no, I don't come at it like that. I come at it like I ask questions about it. Why did this happen? Why did God permitted Moses is to do it this way, or why did God send Moses to the other prophets? You know, stuff like that. I'm just making up something. Why would he send Elijah to the what you call the Palestinian nation? Although I'm just mixing it up. That's not. I'm just saying. Why you notice that he would send chosen people to other nations to witness to them about the true Most High God, and he wanted them to tell the other nation that was lost without him to know about him, the heavenly God that created the heavens and the earth. So that was the purpose of him sending those prophets to let them know that there is a God that lives in Israel. There is a God, and there is a God of Israel. You know, this is the God of Israel. Even though they was going after these other gods, these strange gods, and worshiping Baal and all these different things, he let them know that he was God. So what the point I'm making is that when he met even his enemies, these prophets, priests, and kings, I'm pretty sure when they met to with God taught them and showed them how they should fear and worship God, and how they should do all these things, and show them how they should meet people when they come into people that may not be on the same level as they are. Then they had to speak and come unto them from a different level, because everybody in the world is on different levels, you know. And I was using that to make a point based upon, you know, me, that people, or maybe it could be myself, that are playing with people and saying, hey, do y'all want to be on video? Some people will take you out of context and perceive you not in a way, in a positive light. You know what I mean? Some people will perceive you as a bad light. You know what I mean? They'll look at it a certain way because that person don't know the person. And when you don't know a person, then it's hard for you to make a good judgment when you're not capable of making a good judgment about that person. You know, when you are like they call it, okay, well, I guess this is where the spiritual comes in at. When your mind is not on a good level, you know what I mean, and I'm always thinking bad all the time, then I'm not going, at that point, I'm not going to be able to, I wouldn't be capable of giving a good judgment. You're not going to be capable of giving a good judgment. You're going to always be capable of giving a negative judgment out. And you know what I mean? And even though I feel like I may be playing, the other person may not be playing. They could be serious. You know what I mean? They could be, you know, everybody is not going to take me, and I know that, and I realize that everybody's not going to take me as playing. Everybody's not going to take you as playing, because everybody's different, and we all on different levels, and we all don't look the same. We all, that means when we all don't look the same, we all still unique. You know, we're different, but we're unique, and we're different. You know, there are no two people thinks alike. Everybody is different. You know what I mean? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try to talk about those differences and those different things. But if you're interested in wanting to hang out in the Google Hangout, I'm gonna go on my first account and I'm gonna try to see if I can execute a video as good as this one here or better. But if you're interested in hanging out in the Google Hangout, just hit me up down in the comment section, and you know what I'm saying. Leave your comments or whatever. I'm on my first account. My first account is called, I goes by my username is Clarence Ray YouTube. Clarence Ray YouTube. You type that in and you can log on or whatever. And what I'm gonna do, I'm trying to learn more about putting the links in the description box to where you can just click the link and you'll be able to come and we can have a live hangout or whatever. It depends. If you're interested in it, you can do that. So I'm opening up the invitation to do it, because I will always keep that open to do that, and I will always come to YouTube. So I will always be doing something on all of my YouTube channels. So until then, thank you all for watching and take care. All right. Much love to you all. All right.